Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss all the type B questions from chapter 4, that is using Python libraries. The first question is create the module tempconversion.py as given in figure 8.2 in the chapter. If you invoke the module with two different types of import statements, how would the function call statement for imported modules functions be affected? Now here we are importing the module in two different ways. In a first type, we will import the entire module, and a second type, we will import the particular function from the module. In the first statement, you have to import the package name, that is import temp conversion. Now the function call statement will be temp conversion dot to centigrade. To centigrade is the function. Here the function call has to be done by writing name of the module dot the name of the function. And here a new namespace will be created with the same name as the module. Now in the second case, the import statement will be like this: from temp conversion import to centigrade. That means from the module name we have to import the function name. And here the function call statement can be like this: you can directly call the function. Here no need to use the module name while calling the function, and no new namespace will be created. The imported definition is just added in the current namespace. The next question is, a function check main defined in module allchecks.py is being used in two different programs. In program 1 as allchecks.checkMain with some arguments, and in program 2 as checkMain directly with some arguments. Why these two function call statements different from each other? In the first case, the entire module is imported, that is import all checks. So function call has to be done by writing name of the module dot name of the function. But in the second case, the particular function from the module is imported by the statement from all checks import checkmain. So here no need to use the module name while calling the function. The next question is to complete the semi-complete code and save it as a module basic.py. Now this module contains some basic functions to carry out different arithmetic operations. The functions like square, multiplication, division, floor division, all these things are there. So there are some statements, some lines were missing, which you can check it with this. And finally, after writing this, you can save it as a module basic.py. The next question is, after importing the above module, some of its functions are executed as per following statements. Find errors, if any. Here I have imported the module named basic. I have imported in two ways. First is import basic, and second statement is from basic import star. Why? Because in a question there are different ways how the functions are called. Sometimes the functions are called directly and sometimes with respect to the module name. So I have imported in two ways so that it will work fine for both of the things. Now let's discuss one by one. The first one is square. Square function, here it is accepting one print 3 as its argument, which is actually wrong. It requires a number as argument. We can write just 3 instead of print 3. The second one is basic.div. Here we have not passed any argument, whereas it requires 2 arguments. The third one is basic.floordiv, where it has taken 2 arguments, which is correct as per the function definition. So this statement doesn't have any error. The next one is div with 2 arguments 100 and 0. Even though this is having 2 arguments, as per the function definition it is correct, but it will not actually divide, and it will give one error, divide by 0 error. Why? Because we are trying to divide 100 with 0, which is not possible. Next one is basic.mul, which is having two arguments 3 and 5. So this is also fine, there's no error. The next one is print basic.square. Within that we have passed one value 3.5. This is also correct code. It will not give any error. And finally z is equal to basic.div with the arguments 13 and 3. This is also fine. There is no error in this code. The next question is to import the above module and compute the following. Here we have imported the module basic, and we have named it as an alias name as B, and we are doing all these operations, computing square of 19.23, then compute floor division of some values. All these things we are done in this program as per the question, and the results are stored in variables R1, R2, R3 and R4 respectively. Here R1, R2 and R3 will give fine results, but the last one, that is division with 100 with 0 and division with 0 100, and we are subtracting them. This will throw an error, that is zero division error, because we're trying to divide a number by 0. So that is the only thing that will give error. Otherwise the output will be like this: 369.7929, that is the output of the first one, square of 19.23. And next R2 and R3 will be represented like this. The next question is, suppose that after we import the random module, we define the function called diff in a Python session. The function is defined like this: x is equal to random.random minus random.random, return x. What would be the result if you now evaluate y is equal to diff? Now let's see. Now if you run the program like this as per the question, we have defined a function diff, which is calculating the difference between two random numbers, and it is returning the value. And let's see, the answer every time the program is executed will give different results, because each time different random numbers will be generated by the system. The next question is, what are the possible outcomes executed from the following code? Also specify the maximum and minimum values that can be assigned to the variable number. Now let's see. Now here the piece of code is like this. First it is importing the module random, and there is a string called CBSE online, and there is a variable called number which will store some random integers from 0 to 3. Now there is a variable n which is initialized with 9, and with a while loop, while string of n not equal to L, it will print string of n plus string of number plus one hash symbol, and number will be increased by 1 and n will be decreased by 1. So if you run this piece of code, then the possible outcomes are the first option, that is ES hash NE hash IO hash, or the fourth option, that is EC hash NB hash IS. In the first case, what happens, the number, let's say the number variable stores the random value 2, so that the string of 2 is S. So similarly, in a fourth case, the number stores the random value 0. So string of 0 is C. So as you can see, the maximum and minimum value can be assigned to number variable are 3 and 0 respectively. The maximum value can be 3 or minimum value can be 0. The in-between values can be 2 and 1. So here the possible values for n can be 0 or 1 or 2 or 3, and accordingly the output will be like this. So as per the options available in the answer, these are the two possible outcomes. The next question is to consider the following code and find the suggested output, also the highest and the least value. See, here it is importing the module random and print integer of 20 plus random.random into 5 and like this. So you can see here the possible output can be option 3 and 4. Option 3 is 23, 24, 23, 24, and option 4 is 21, 21, 21, and 21. Why? Because the values will be range from 20 to 25. So the least value can be 20 and the highest value can be 24. So these are the two possible answers. The next question is, consider the following code and find the suggested output, also the highest and the least value. Here it is importing the module random and printing 100 plus random.randint 5 to 10, and like this it is printing 4 times. And the possible outcomes can be option 3, that is 105, 107, 105, and 110. And fourth option, that is 110, 105, 105, and 110. Why? Because the least value will be 105 and the highest value is 110. So all possible values will be ranged from 105 to 110. So the two possible answers are option 3 and 4. The next question is, consider the top level package music with some of the sub packages. The sub packages are formats, effects, and filters, which are containing different Python programs: wav, read.py, wav, write.py, all this. And within that, each of the above modules contain the function play, write file, and read file. So this is how we have to first of all think of a package like this. Then we will implement this in our code. Now, if the module wavewrite is imported using command import music.formats.wavewrite, how will you invoke its write file function? Write command for it. Now suppose we are importing like this, import music.formats.wavewrite, then you can call the function write file like this, music.formats.wavewrite.write file. Or else we can give an alias name to this imported thing as mfw, let's say music.formats.wavewrite as mfw. So in that case, you can directly call the function with respect to the alias name mfw as shown here in this code. And if the module wavewrite is imported using command from music.formats import wavewrite, how will you invoke its write file function? Write the command for it. It is like this: from music.formats import wavewrite. This is how we are importing. Then in that case, you can write wavewrite.write file. This is how we can invoke the write file function. What are the possible outcomes executed from the following code? Also specify the maximum and minimum values that can be assigned to the variable picker. Now the code is like this. We are importing the random module first of all. Then pick is a variable which is containing the random integers ranging from 0 to 3, and there is a list called city having values Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata. For there is a for loop for I in city, for j in range 1 to pick, print I and print blank like this. And the possible outcomes are option 1 and option 3. Option 1 is Delhi, Delhi, Mumbai, Mumbai, Chennai, Chennai, Kolkata, Kolkata. And option 3 is only Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata. Why? Because the possible values for pick can be 0, 1, 2, and 3. If pick is 3, then j becomes 1 to 2. So it will print all cities 2 times. And if pick value is 2, then j becomes 1. So it will print all cities 1 time. If pick is 1 or 0, j will have no value. So loop will not execute at all. So the two possible outcomes are option 1 and option 3. Now here ends the solutions of chapter 4. All the type B questions we have discussed from chapter 4, that is using Python libraries. And if there is any doubt, you can put it in comment section. And stay tuned for more solutions and do subscribe to get notified. Thank you.